Hi, I'm Jenny Coviela-Mondor, and I'm the Assistant Director at Eckhart Public Library and the facilitator of the Brews+Books book club. We'd like to thank our partners at Auburn Brewing Company for their support of Brews+Books, and we look forward to being able to meet in person at the Auburn Brewing Company again soon. For our January read, I have picked Plain Bad Heroines by Emily M. Danforth. This is a metafictional novel about some strange happenings that happen at a boarding school and about some women who about a century later are making a movie about the boarding school at the boarding school. So it's, as you can see, it's a pretty thick book, but once the plot gets rolling, it is really hard to put down. So this is kind of a horror comedy book, and it has sort of a gothic feel to it. So it's kind of creepy, and sometimes it even has some parts that are kind of downright gross. But if you don't mind or even enjoy some weird stuff in your books, it is funny, it features some great characters, and the settings are just fantastic, and they really add to the whole story. Emily M. Danforth does a great job with description, and you feel like you're there, which can sometimes be a problem, because I didn't always want to be there because it was a little gross. But it was a really exciting and wonderful read. And I'm really excited to hear what people who read this book think about it. It has a really interesting structure to it, and it includes illustrations on some of the pages, which are very much like the Gothic illustrations you would find in your classic Gothic novel. It also has footnotes, which add some real snarky commentary to what's going on. I was also really struck when I read this book about the way that the book compares and contrasts the lives of queer women in the historical passages and in the contemporary passages. And I finally also want to know if anybody has a theory or a thought about who the narrator of this book actually is, because they are a really gossipy, entertaining, fun narrator, but we never really find out who it is. So if you would like to read Plain Bad Heroines, you can put it on hold or speak to a staff member to help you put it on hold, or it's available via Overdrive. And we'd love to hear your thoughts on our social media.